is actually the tendons, the back straps out of the deer, which will connect to their neck and run right down their back to their hindquarters. And I pull these off of the deer and dry them out so I can refine them into this product, which is all it is dried back straps torn into threads. And what you'd use that for is either bowstrings or cordage. The tensile strength on the sinew is actually stronger than the steel, a steel wire of the same diameter. Or you can take a bow limb, soak it in high glue or sinew glue, and use this as nature's fiberglass to strengthen the back of the bow. And you can reverse twist this stuff into bowstrings as well. Just kind of see how that sort of flourishes together that way to make bowstrings. And we use them for binding the arrowheads along with pine pitch, which you heat up and mix with charcoal to give it some binder or strength. And you can set that, take that pitch and set that arrowhead in it, haft it into a shaft and wrap it with wet sinew, and as the sinew dries, it shrinks and sucks everything in there just as tight as can be. And then we got the finished product, and the process is called pecking and grinding, which is just take a small hammer stone, and peck the divots into it. And then grind them off, basically to shape it, to get your point and get your haft. That depression there would be for wrapping the shaft of the wood around it to hold it in place. Bind everything with rawhide and sinew that locks it in place. When I first made that, I actually took a hickory down about the size of my wrist, green, a minute and a half. So it's efficient for a stone weapon. Let's see what else we got. I was working on napping arrowheads. Since I don't have any natural material, I'm just using whiskey bottles. Using an antler billet so thick you use an antler billet to thin it out. And after you basically go around it and thin it, you take an edge and you grind a platform on it. I use this, I call it an Ishi stick, named after the last Stone Age Indian they found out in California with a piece of copper in it, but you can do the same thing with deer antler. Basically, it's almost like trying to drive that antler through the length of the stone. Kind of at the last minute, you just pop your wrist. That starts the shaping process, and you just keep refining it down. each one of those serrations is basically where a platform for the deer antler. And push those flakes off to thin it, get your final shape. And is that generally everything I got? And I've got the fire. We made one a little bit earlier. I guess we can try again. Let's see. Got a spindle made out of a yucca plant. Just your run-of-the-mill bow. We'll give this a shot and see if we can make it happen. And that just changed tone. That should ignite a coal in there. And that ash is smoking on its own. Just gonna let that sit, develop into a coal. Throw that into a bundle of kindling and you'll have a fire right there in short order. And that's basically how they started fires.
Tell me your name.
Or a hand spindle, which I've had very limited success with. We actually had me and my son had a cattail spindle. And I'd start and go down, and he'd start again at the top. And we were doing it in our living room. And didn't realize we drilled all the way through the arc and were drilling into the hardwood floor. Had a small coal going in the hardwood floor. That's it, in a nutshell.
What's your name?
Kevin Baker.